that, I think, actually might be the most important thing to fighting Chavo for him right now. Look at him. They're already complaining or debating about something for the tournament. Rico top 3 next week.
You need to walk through the building.
Okay,
before you say top
for one,
3.
Rico, you got to actually take 3 steps in the building, and then we'll talk about your top 3. But also, I think Rico's one of those players that can definitely do it. We're messing with you.
Funny because
we miss you, but man, you have been selling, bro. You have not been here. But we got losers finals. We got Chavo versus Sice in a run back, actually, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
these two fought earlier.
2-0 on Chavo.
And it was at the start, it was pretty good. I feel like Sice approached the matchup well. And then after that, like the mental kind of dismantled. I think that was the biggest thing, that Chavo took advantage of Sice getting a little bit too impatient.
I think so too. It really does come down to, if you're playing Chavo's game, you're in such a bad. Yeah, no one apparently believed in Sice, sadly, but Sice did get it. Did you report Twilight as the winner?
Did I? Oh, well, congratulations. I mean, it doesn't matter because literally nobody had any points.
But you gave all the... Well, I guess, yeah. They would have just lost.
Nobody voted, so therefore nobody got points.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Well, here you go. Chavo versus Sice. Predictions are up, and a very close start.
Very close start. Sice is improving. They're doing very well. That hitbox is huge. That was a really good option to cover that.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I still personally think that Shaggy's best button. Like in his whole kit, is that neutral special with the rage, because it covers so much. It spikes. It puts 5 stacks of weakness. It can be comboed into, and it's just like you can't challenge it. You actually can't do anything about it.
Exactly. I think that a good thing for Sice to start implementing, especially like he was in that position before where Chavo was on the platform and the gem was in the center, just slapping him. Charge rage. Sit on the ground, charge rage. You can commit. You don't have to commit to it.
Yeah,
make Chavo approach you.
You can also kind of bait Chavo to waste his gems in some of those spots too, because if you react to it, I do see. Well, that that worked.
Bounce off the down special or the neutral special. Just killer move.
Yeah.
Very good option. I think Shaggy's weren't using that enough, and definitely are using it way more often now.
At the very beginning, that button was like pressed by like 2 Shaggy's tops, and now
and one of them used to go here.
Yeah, one of them went here. The other one that we know, like Shaggy T. Like that was literally it. But now they're like that move is so strong. It combos. It leads to everything. Literally, like obviously Dare is his best button.
Yes.
Not Rage. But that move, when it's applied, oh my god, it's so good.
It's so good. It spikes, it knocks off the top, it covers you defensively, it doubles, it teleports you. You have so many good options. Tries to go for the slap there that probably would have taken out Sice too.
Possibly. I mean, it's been working consistently well. Now the slow is applied, that's a free rage. Oh, never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Not in the face of Gem. That's why he was upset about it earlier.
Gem does not get slowed.
Not going to get the knockout off the top there. Going to go ahead and stall. Chavo's starting to recognize, hey, I got to give that move some respect. It is basically a disadvantage skip for Shaggy. And he's going to avoid the knee, but I think he's trying to condition Chavo to think that the knee won't hit so he can find a sidekick eventually.
Yeah, if he's making Chavo like second guess defensive options, that's what's going to make it when a 50-50 is truly a 50-50.
Yep. Well, right now, Chavo trying to chase, going for the knee out of disadvantage. And there we see, he went for the knee again, and then he followed up with the sidekick just to land. Guarantee, though, the next time, especially if he's got rage, he's going for that sidekick.
Yeah, definitely goes for the sidekick next. It's just one of those buttons that when you mix it up, you basically guarantee to stock up special, not strong enough, no coins, almost gets the reversal, and a good stall there, but Chavo ready for it, getting that down air and going for it as quickly as possible. You can already that's
actually hilarious. He's just like going back and forth with the high 5 up. But something that people just have to be super careful about when they fight Chavo, all right, good Fins in general, is when you burn a resource trying to go punish him for overextending, you need to make sure that you do that in a position that doesn't guarantee that they can start daring you, because otherwise you're getting pushed all the way to the bottom of the blast zone. So although it seemed good on paper, wasn't in a prime enough position to drift back.
No, not at all. I don't think they wanted this stage, though, so they are going to go back and swap the stages to a different one.
Wait for him to switch it up. Excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, trophies edge not on board. Oh, we're gonna go to. Okay, so we're gonna go to triplats. I've seen the counter pick to Sky Arena no plats a couple times because it is definitely a really good stage for Shaggy. Survivability, linear approach, easy to get knockouts off because you're still Shaggy. But here, I think the biggest thing is that he wants different ways to land. That being said, oh, he's so lucky that the Nair has enough distance to stall because Chavo started to do that side air 1 nonsense. That's so good. That would have probably just gimped him.
Oh yeah, it's a very good option. Goes for the side air 2 though, able to catch Sice on the way back. Just fully utilizing both of those hitboxes has improved Chavo's gameplay tremendously.
Yeah. Also, by the way, we're 2 followers away from 1,500. For one, thank you so much. 2, let's hit that. Thank you so much for everybody who's been joining and watching this entire time. As Sice just missing that down attack. Uppercut will not find it. He tried to get the second read, but of course, Chavo dodging in. And he hasn't really been caught for that dodge in yet.
Not yet, but definitely could happen in the near future. 103 on Chavo now. Sice needs to find this KO. Like, I feel like the biggest thing right now is that Chavo has been able to hold on to these stocks for a very long time.
Yeah, survivability as a character when you're fighting Finn, and Finn is refusing to go away, and your name is Shaggy, that's a bad time for that. Like, you can't afford that.
No.
But of course, Chavo being so elusive so often. I think the biggest thing for Sice is like well, never mind. He just did it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, don't just do it. I feel like that's what's been costing him. And he's like, well, no, screw that. I'm going to do it.
I think the thing is that they've been reversing it. So they're running forward with the momentum, realizing they were going to go past because of the way the momentum works, and turning it around in order to catch them as they pass. That's been consistently getting the knockout. And the only time they've ever fallen out is if they don't do that.
It's a big part of why he beat Daquan. It's what helped him beat Twilight, and it's what helped him get the first one. But Chavo only taking 19 damage there to find that second stock, or find the first stock, excuse me.
So very close. Almost gets the stock there. If one more button was pushed, it was probably
that scared the hell out of me. I'm not even playing. I hate when he does that. It's so good.
But I've definitely seen the same out of Sice too. Like, Sice definitely has their own ladder combos.
Yep.
Even though a lot of them aren't true anymore, they haven't been for a while. It's still so scary to be put into certain positions by characters.
Yeah, I mean, people started to learn how to properly push advantage now. Also, speaking of a scary advantage, Chavo has 1,000 coins in the bank, so another up special will knock out even Shaggy on this stage high enough. So he's got to be super careful about when Chavo decides to go for a read.
Yes, you want to be super careful at this point. Keeping and hanging on to that 1,000 coins is very useful because if you do end up getting that side up special, you're guaranteeing a stock.
Oh, I don't know whether he jumped into the blast zone or the rage pushed him upward, but he just died outright to that. That's now huge for Chavo because now he can just kind of like mess around a little bit with this 126.
Yeah, and was racking up a lot of percent there, but going to get the up special there and even it back up. Didn't take too much damage for it as well, but did lose that, that lead initially, so it puts him into a bad spot there. 69% to 0. Chavo hasn't even been touched on this stock and is just racking up the damage, using the up special to get out of that tricky situation, and he's just continuing to lead on this pressure, putting Sice at 113, still unanswered.
He even caught him with the bag at the end there too. Yeah, you can chase after that. I figured that he was going to go for that too because Sice might not be ready. Of course, we've also seen Chavo do that in the past against Pain and died at 10. So Chavo not really afraid of that he was going to get a reversal there. Continuing to build up damage. Down attack coming through. The slow is applied. He can't go safely for a rage at this point. He's just going to have to try to build up damage slowly. And hopefully he can build it up to a point where if he gets him around 60, the game is still doable.
I mean, yeah, probably could get it earlier if they had rage too. Finally finding their hits, though, is definitely helping out. 46% now. And Sice needs to figure out something to get him back into this game. Probably going to have to give Chavo, which is not easy to do at all.
I will say at this window, though, it is doable. It is definitely way more doable. That dare will find its mark, though. That's going to take him out off the top. And Chavo 1 game away from getting his rematch again against Zoo. And that would be 2 weeks in a row.
Yes, 2 weeks in a row. Chavo hitting back into second place. third place, first place, who knows what he's going to get tonight. Because Sice can still come back.
Oh, yeah, very much so. And Chavo also has looked really good against Zoo, even though he didn't win. And also, by the way, that was our 1,500 follow. Thank you so much for everybody pushing us all the way up to 1,500 followers on Twitch. It only keeps going. We're at 150 viewers and 1,500 followers. Beautiful. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the support as we continue to grow the MultiVersus community. And Sice, now at a bad spot. He burned his jumps. He's got to drift in, and Chavo almost caught him. That could have easily been a gimp right there.
Could have easily gone that way too, but Sice was aware of the situation. That is half the battle. Knowing that your opponent can do something is definitely going to keep you more aware when they try to go for something. Keeps you in the battle. 57 to 66 is very close.
Yeah, extremely even game right now. Darren out special, just push him deep into the skies, get that guaranteed damage on. Sice getting a reverse hit. Reverse hit there. Getting a reverse hit there. And also, I didn't realize before, I think he's running clear the air. So when you do that the neutral dodge on the gem, it will break it.
It's one of the most consistent ways to break things like gem or batarang, stuff like that, in order to get you, get those useful tools off of the board without you really putting yourself into any sort of bad position.
Yeah, now 122 to 102. There won't be enough yet. It is on attack decay, but that does mean that up attack is not on attack decay. So I would not be surprised to see that coming up pretty soon. The rage uppercut just misses because he was on free fall and was not in a good position for it.
No, at this point, looking like side special sometimes might be the best go-to. Utilizing a little bit of the charge, trying to bait something, but didn't get anything. Gets rage on deck. Up special still falling out of it.
Falling out again. That dare is going to lead to his knockout. And if I am Sice, that is the moment that is probably going to start cracking my mental. But I'm not Sice. The dare will go ahead and find the knockout, and that evens it back up.
For the amount of times that they've been hitting the up special, it almost makes me wonder if they should just press neutral special. And at 150, I feel like it would also still jump in.
Which is interesting, too, because he was using neutral special, like, literally exclusive at the beginning of the day.
And it looked great doing it, too.
I think it's just because it works so much against Daquan and Twilight that now it's not working, so maybe he'll start changing it now. But it worked so long against them.
I mean, it was working.
Oh,
the double dare, dipping down, getting themselves back into this game. 45% is such a low percent to be at versus Chavo, especially.
Yeah, and now, oh my goodness, like this is still extremely stressful overall for like trying to fight Chavo, because Chavo has been able to come back from these situations many times over. And even though Sice has a lead, he has to be very careful about not trying to get ridiculous with his playstyle. If he keeps rushing into him, that's an easy way to throw the lead.
It very well is an easy way to get rid of your lead. And Shaggy might be heavy, but Finn still has a lot of power behind their hits, too. I think the biggest thing, though, is, like, if Sice is able to build up a lead into this, at least they have that stock to go off. And definitely don't let go of the neutral special either.
Yeah, and, well, something I have noticed is Sice is still pretty aggressively swinging at a disadvantage. There we go again. So I think Chavo's finally caught on to that. Oh, I mean, he knew it before, but he was kind of giving it too much respect. And if he could shut that down, then Sice is going to have a hard time finding an opener, but Sice is building this damage up pretty heavy. He already has him at knockout windows.
Yeah, very good spot so far for Sice, but Chavo trying to get back into it, gets the down attack, covers the jump, and goes for a side special.
That was so close. That would have been the game right there. Catches him on his landing. He hasn't really touched the ground in a little while. Going for Snare 2, and he's going to get the fully charged version.
Able to get the second hit and knock him out, too.
That was so well executed by Chavo. After he put him into the skies, once he burned a bunch of resources, he could just keep chasing with that. That's the advantage state we know Chavo for so well. And that's why even with the fact that he had a pretty good lead, you can't get comfy against Chavo because of how aggressive he could get in those spots. But still, applause out. Applause out to Sice getting all the way to here the third, and looked good fighting Chavo too. He just wasn't able to, like, now that he's reached this point, it's only up from here. Like, he can only improve past this point.
Yes. It's either going to be second again for consistency,